My name's Dave Walker. I'm former Comptroller General of the United States, former trustee of Social Security and Medicare, and current member of the Defense Business Board. Today we're going to talk about the most important topic, arguably, with regard to the future economic and national security of the United States. And that is our total loss of control of federal finances. Let's start with a key concept. We need to learn from the past and others and prepare for the future. Unfortunately, the United States is a great country, but it's not very good at learning from the past and others. And so far, we have been mortgaging our future at record rates. That is irresponsible, unethical, and immoral, and it needs to stop. There are four elements it takes to be a superpower today: global economic power, global diplomatic influence, global military power, and global cultural influence. The United States is the only country post-World War II who met all four of those criteria. The Soviet Union and Russia never met the economic power nor the cultural influence. But today, we're challenged by China, and there are changing alliances around the world allying against U.S. interests. The current state of affairs is that the federal officials in Washington are divided along partisan and ideological lines. They failed to address large, known, and growing sustainability challenges for many years, including our out-of-control finances. Economic growth has slowed, inflation is high, federal spending has increased significantly, and debt to GDP is too high and rising. Social Security and Medicare trust funds face insolvency. Our national security risks have changed and are rising, the debt ceiling and other statutory fiscal constraint approaches have failed the test of time, and over 75% of voters believe the country is headed in the wrong direction. And shockingly, for the first time in the history of the United States, over 50% of voters believe that our best years are behind us because we're not discharging our stewardship responsibility to future generations. You know, the government, believe it or not, does have audited financial statements. The latest audited financial statements are as of September 30, 2021. I'm just going to focus on a few of these numbers. People hear about the debt ceiling, which is now over $31 trillion, but that doesn't count unfunded Social Security and Medicare obligations, unfunded civilian and military pensions, and retiree health care. The bottom line is, on every metric but one, at the end of 2021, we were at an all-time record and headed up at or near record rates. And if you take the total amount of unfunded liabilities and obligations, that was $881,000 per household. Median household income in 2021 was $67,000. Those numbers just don't work. So the bottom line is this: the greatest economic and national security threat to the United States is our own fiscal responsibility. If you can't put your finances in order, your economic growth will suffer, opportunity will suffer, and eventually your national security and diplomatic influence will suffer. The foreign government has grown dramatically, promised too much, subsidized too many, lost control of the budget, and must restructure its finances in order to create a better future. Current fiscal and monetary policies are unsustainable. Failure to act will have serious adverse consequences for America and most Americans,